Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Thank you so much for joining me here today. All right, so let's see. In general, how do women view you? And we'll look at men. And of course, we're talking about in general, so of course, I'm sure there are some exceptions to the rule. And also, this is a reading for many people at once, so just take what you feel is for you. Feel free to reject anything that feels wrong for you, likely a message for someone else. Okay, so how do women view you in general? We have the Wheel of Fortune, decisive moment. Oh, big card. Okay, and then we have Temperance, perfecting balance. I'm seeing like a lot of women see you as somewhat of an angel. They see you as someone who is larger than life, someone who is almost like, yeah, like divinity incarnate. So maybe you guys have some like almost supernatural beauty to you, or just you're incredibly just beautiful person. Like you have like a beautiful energy to you, very soothing. And then we have the Six of Cups. Wow. Comforting connection. So I see the women in your life, or women who meet you, I feel like they see you as someone incredibly sweet. Yeah, they really do see you as angelic, as they see you as like a good luck charm in their life as well. And oh yeah, I did see these cards before your reading here. So I have two cards here, one for men or women, one for men, and you guys got Lady Luck. So that is so interesting because we have good luck on this card. So the women in your life, or women who just they happen to meet you, come into your presence, they feel like you are a good luck charm. They see you as someone who's very lucky. Let's see what else. And then we have sweetness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so sweetness. Yeah, sweetness. Sweetness is here twice, you guys. So, women see you as incredibly sweet, like maybe the sweetest person they've ever known in their life. So yeah, I feel like you really lift the vibe of a lot of women that you come into contact with. Maybe some of you guys like to even like bake or make sweet treats and give them out to women in your life as well. So you bring sweetness to women's lives. And happiness, that came up on the bottom of the deck as well. Wow, this is a very high vibe reading so far, you guys. Okay, so this Lady Luck card here, you guys have kind of like a mystical side about you as well. A lot of women just see you as like kind of mysterious, like just kind of out of place, but not in a bad way. Yeah, I just get like some of you guys are just like literal angels here. Okay, so conjunction, alliance. So this is nice as well. So I feel like most women who know you, they feel like you're truly on their side, that you will back them up, or that you just get them. Maybe they feel like you're really good at kind of like merging with their energy and like fully understanding them. They see you as like a real peacemaker, peacekeeper, just someone who like is like at the right place at the right time. I feel like you've done a lot for a lot of women in your life. You've done a lot to like maybe really help change their life, help shift their life in some way. Like you've been a major blessing in their life. Okay. What else? Then we have medicine. Wow. Okay. So I'm just getting like you're like a healer for the women in your life for sure. Purification as well. So I'm getting like it's almost like women in your life, they cannot get enough of you. I feel like it's just like the women in your life see you as incredibly pure, and like there's nothing wrong with you, and like they see you as just like perfect, like a divine, the divine feminine, like a goddess basically. But I don't mean in like an egotistical way. I mean in like a pure love way. They see you as pure love and pure sweetness, just like pouring down from the heavens. Wow. Yeah, I actually have come into contact with at least one woman like this in my life, and she's just amazing. So let's see here. Kind of like you're like the divine feminine incarnate. You're just this angel incarnate to women. That's how they see you. So I'm getting like a lot of women just look up to you in that way. And then we have coins. So this is kind of like this Wheel of Fortune here. Maybe they feel like you're just very lucky with money in life, or they see you as just very, very generous, very willing to share. I'm getting like when you are around women in your life, I feel they feel like suddenly like something like their fortune changes like in a good way. Like it's almost like your energy puts them on a higher timeline, on like the best timeline that they can be. It's like you have an angelic energy that lifts them onto a higher timeline where it's like they're more open to it being able to receive more money into their life, more blessings, more good stuff. You know, they're just like more stable and secure after they come into contact with you. So I feel like your energy is just incredibly healing and medicinal for women in your life. So wow, that's amazing, you guys. I feel it's like these people who know you, they're really, really lucky to have you in their life. I mean, we have luck here twice, right? So that's pretty cool. I'm just really surprised at the very high vibration coming through right now in a good way. And then we have loss and great achievement. So some women might see you as like a rags to riches type story, or someone who's very much able to win back maybe something that seemed lost. Like, for example, if you lost a lot of money, like I feel like women can see you as someone who's just able to like almost magically manifest like a whole new life just out of nothing. So yeah, they see you as someone who can like, you know, you're like a magician that can like pull things out of thin air. Really amazing. So many women see you as someone who's very successful. They feel like you really deserve any success that you have, especially because I feel like they might have a lot of compassion for any losses or difficulties that you've gone through in your life. They're like, they really back you up and feel like you deserve everything. Because, you know, sometimes I feel like women can kind of get jealous. Easily, just that, you know, speaking in general, but these women, like when they're around you, they're like, you deserve everything. You know, they would never want to like take anything from you. They don't feel jealous about it at all because they're like, you just deserve it all. Okay, so that's pretty cool so far. I'm just gonna get a few more cards here on how do women view you, and then we'll go over to how do men view you. Oh, look at that, you guys. Love another like pink heart. Maybe some of you guys really like to wear pink. That is like the color of like the divine mother, like soulmates. So you have a lot of women in your life who feel like you're a soulmate to them, who feel like, yeah, very blessed to be in your life. Like you get them. Yeah, the Six of Cups is definitely a soulmate type card as well. Maybe you guys have a lot of childhood friends, like female childhood friends who just love and adore you. One more card. Okay, and then we have beware, be careful who you trust at this time. Well, I would say from this reading, women trust you like incredibly. Like maybe you're able to even get women who have a hard time trusting others because maybe they've been through so much crap in their life. You're able to even get people who have a hard time trusting others to trust you because they also feel like you're able to like warn them of dangers as well, or you just have like this protective energy to you where if they feel in danger, they like to just spend time around you and you make them feel safe again. Because again, like I feel like you help align their vibe to one like a very heavenly vibe. So it's like they get hooked up to their spiritual protection more. They get hooked up to like their spiritual wealth, and like good things just start coming into their life because of you. Yeah, I'm getting like a lot of you are able to kind of predict what might happen, whether they go down one route or another. So I feel like a lot of women like look to you for advice in that way as well, and they just feel like, what would I do without you in my life? You're just amazing. Okay, that was very interesting so far, number 3. So let's see, how do men view you in general? Okay, let's get this. Let me just realign these decks here. All right, number 3, how do men view you in general? Okay, we have the Two of Coins coming out first, a balancing act. Adaptability, juggle back and forth. Page of Swords, thirst for knowledge. So first of all, I feel like a lot of men see you as like kind of shy, Someone who's like really observant though, someone who is like on top of things. And here's the moon, subconscious. So a lot of men see you as maybe very mysterious, very hard to read. Um, let's see. We also have this sweetheart card. I really can't believe this, you guys, because you got for how do women view you, you have this like heart lollipop. This is the second heart lollipop that has come through your reading. How crazy is that? Wow. So literally, men view you as a sweetheart, as someone who is maybe a little bit like shy, and someone who's hard to read, someone they don't quite get, but they can tell that you're very, very sweet. So yeah, I feel like men would just like describe you to others in their life as like, yeah, number three is a total sweetheart. So that's what they would call you for sure. I feel like some of them could kind of be a little bit intrigued, either intrigued or a little scared of kind of your really intense feminine energy. And we saw in like the women part that you guys have like a really, really beautiful feminine energy to you. So I don't feel like it's like a dark, whatever your gender is, you guys have a really, really beautiful feminine energy, like a really loving, pure side to you. And so I'm seeing that. So I don't see like any dark feminine coming through you at all. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like a lot of men are like not too sure how to take you in a way, because it's so rare to find someone who has just this really beautiful pure energy, and so it's almost like they get afraid that they're going to be like manipulated or something like that, even if you never would, even if you would never ever try to do that. Okay, and then here's anger. Wow, so maybe some men see you as someone who has like, they're afraid you have a lot of like blocked up anger. Maybe some of you do. Maybe some of you guys have some serious anger at something from your past, and it's something that doesn't really come up when you're around women. So yeah, I feel like men could see you as kind of like shy and like hesitating to trust them. We have another heart here. So they do see that you really, really guard your heart. But again, underneath all the layers, they can see that you are a sweetheart. I do see that some of you guys have probably been really hurt by some men in your life. And I'm sorry if that is the case for sure, because yeah, I just feel like kind of like brokenheartedness coming through here. Okay, anything else? So yeah, I feel like if you guys, are romantically into men, I feel like you would probably do best with someone who, maybe has a lot more like Pisces in their chart or something, where they would just be extremely compassionate with you. Okay, let's see here. We also have Virgo, digest. So this goes along with this two of coins here as well. I feel like men in general see you as someone modest and someone who is very hardworking, someone who's very like diligent in their routines, maybe someone who also really takes care of their body, or just really puts a lot of focus on like healthy habits. Okay, let's see here. Just take this if this resonates. This is more specific for some of you. I feel like some men are worried that maybe you're not eating enough or something. So, or they're just concerned about that for some reason. So just take that if that resonates. That was pretty specific for some of you. And then we have reflection. This is like another moon card coming up. Okay, so I feel like a lot of men see you as someone who's just very like quiet and reflective, someone who has a lot of like beauty to them. But yeah, I feel like men who really like kind of like a shy person are really, really drawn to you. I feel like they can sense that there is kind of like this anger or like this beast that could come out like if they messed with you. So they can tell that like there's some protection here, that you're not like a pushover. Okay, and then we have epiphany. So this is so interesting because I feel like you are like this like enigma, to men. Like you are someone that they can't quite figure out. So it's almost like you're this light that just attracts them. This is kind of like being like a moth to a flame kind of thing, because you're just like so unique and different than anything that they've ever, like anyone that they've been around before, that it's like they can't help but being like really interested into you, very drawn to you. The moon just has like this influence, like this gravitational pull. I feel like you really emotionally affect men as well, since the moon like pulls on our emotions, pulls on the water. Let's just get a clarifying card here for this Epiphany card. Anything else? So I'm having a hard time reading this, and I feel like it could be because maybe some of you guys are like ambivalent about men in your life. Because yeah, I do feel like there's been some difficult experiences you've gone through. And here is the Two of Cups. I feel like a lot of men are trying to figure out, a lot of men in your life have been trying to figure out like how to, be a good partner to you. Those who are like romantically interested in you, if you guys are interested in men in that way. I feel like they are always like just trying to figure you out. It's like, they feel like it's never boring in your presence at all. Like, it's interesting because we're going between light and dark, light and dark. So it's almost like they think it's very interesting, like how you're kind of like the whole world, the whole universe. Like they never know what they're gonna get with you. So I'm getting like they find you like really fascinating in that way. Okay. And here is family. So I'm feeling like sometimes I feel like some men are like they see you as like incredibly sweet, like we have the sweetheart card, and almost like they're afraid that that sweetness is going to go away and it's just going to turn into anger. And so I feel like that's kind of what puts them on edge sometimes. Not everyone. But let's see with this family card here. I feel like a lot of men see you as someone who would make like an awesome family member, maybe someone that they would like to have a family with, if that is something you would be interested in. But yeah, it's like this innocence about you, like that no matter what you've been through, you're still able to be so sweet and so caring. So I want to clarify this family card as well. I feel like, yeah, you kind of give off like the girl next door or guy next door vibes as well. Here's the Eight of Cups, where it's like no matter, I feel like the men in your life, no matter where they are, it's like they always feel like no matter where they met you, you give them this feeling of home. Like especially any men that you've met like far away from their home, like they felt like they were coming home to you. Like you feel like family to them. And with the High Priestess here, it's because you represent kind of like a spiritual home to them, because you're like hooking them up to their divine source, and so they have this like feeling of home when they're around you. Okay, so just a few more cards here. Here is Tools. Wow, this is so cool because this is Capricorn coming through here twice, Virgo. So, and with the Page of Swords, like I'm just getting like this kind of shyness here, the Moon. So men see you as just, I feel like they see that as something very charming about you, that you are, shy, you're down to earth, you're modest, you're practical. Even if you're not shy, it's like you kind of come across as like this shyer person to them. And again, it's like, I feel like they love that you're like kind of this girl or guy next door kind of vibe here. We have well prepared on this card as well. So they just see you as someone who is really has their stuff together, someone who is very skillful. I feel like, yeah, I'm just getting like they see that you have what it takes to be like a long-term member in their life, if they're looking to seek you out to like be in a family with you, be in a long-term partnership with you. All right, anything else? How do men view you? Number 3. So they see you as someone who really will do your part, someone who will always like really be there It's like they just see you as someone just very, very trustworthy, despite this like kind of sometimes uneasy feeling because there's like this mystery about you. Okay, and then here's Neptune. Speaking of mystery, so this can be like illusion, fantasies, imagination. Then we have Gemini, Gemini the Magician, and then we have the Selling Out card as well. Okay, so I'm seeing like they really see you as someone who is someone who knows a lot or like a little bit about a lot of different topics. Just someone who's like well versed in many different things. Like maybe you guys are especially like know a lot about like movies or something. Let's see, Neptune here. They see you as someone just very, very creative, possibly very psychic. And with the Selling Out card, I'm getting more so that's like they see you as someone who would not sell out because of all this like down to earth energy here. So I feel like they like that about you. They see you as someone who is like genuine and true and will not like just like do something that makes you uncomfortable for money. They see that you will, you know, just use what you feel that it's like they see you as someone who will not like sacrifice like their integrity for something is what I'm seeing here. So I feel like that really inspires a lot of trust in them, despite this like kind of like mysterious side to you that you know they don't know what they're going to get. I feel like they see you as so deeply emotional that they're like afraid that they're not too sure like what might like set you off or something, or what might trigger you or upset you. So especially if you have like some compassionate men in your life or a compassionate man, I feel like he wants to be very careful to like not trigger you from your past, because I do see you guys have gone through some like really heartbreaking type things. Wow. Okay. Anything else? I think I went through all the decks. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to look at how does the divine or your higher self, your guides, God, whatever you want to use, how does the spiritual realm viewing you? That was a intense reading. So I'm also getting that, yeah, men could see you as just like really intense as well. Okay, so we have awaiting results, Seven of Pentacles. So the divine sees you as this work in progress. And I feel like the divine is like, you know, number 3 does not even know what's around the corner, what's in store for their life. I feel like the divine is like watching you and like so happy about like the really cool surprises that are in store for you in the future. Like they're kind of like watching you like a movie. Like, oh my gosh, you know, I can't wait to see how surprised number 3 is going to be when either like maybe they meet this really amazing person, or they, you know, get this job that they really wanted, or, you know, they have like they get a new family member, whatever it is. And here's Teach, Hierophant. Or like when they move to like the most amazing location, like their dream place, dream home. And this is Master or the Devil. So they see you as someone who is able and worthy to teach others about maybe how to like master certain emotions or difficult experiences, how to still care and have empathy, you know, despite having gone through things that maybe most people would have like locked their heart away for. Wow, yeah, because I'm seeing like they see you as, the divine sees you as you know, someone who has really like dealt with like the devil in a way, you know, like, because I was just seeing that you guys have you know, been in contact with maybe like abusive people and stuff like that, and you're able to like kind of be like either teach others about that, or be a like maybe you're even going to be a therapist, or you are a therapist and you're able to like help others work through that, or just bring insight to others' very difficult experiences as well. You're helping others to maybe you know, be more, you know, aware and savvy around you know, certain like psychological, you know, tricks and manipulations of people. So yeah, you guys have really like built yourself up, and you have a lot of spiritual awareness. That's how the divine sees you. And also living light energy, see the beauty in life. So wow, this is kind of a cool card. So I feel like the divine, again, I'm getting like the divine sees like all the like possibility and potential in your life and everything you still have left to experience. And I feel like it's just like they're viewing you with joy and with like anticipation for just how the rest of your life is going to play out, because they know that you're just going to have like such a really cool impact on others and also help to defeat, some of the darkness in this world, especially through just like kind of like humble interactions with people, like kind of maybe like one-to-one interactions with people. That's where you guys are really able to have the most impact. And I feel like a lot of you guys aren't really able to see that for yourself, but the divine can see just like this big web of just all the people that you've impacted and all the light that you've spread. And so the divine knows that there's a lot of really, really cool stuff in store for you, like all this reward that you're building up in heaven for yourself because just of all the good that you've done in this world so far. Okay, so let's just get you guys one more message of something you need to hear right now. We have dragons, slay them all. Wow. Okay, so yeah, even though we got that you guys are just like really, really sweet coming through the reading, you guys still have kind of like this warrior energy about you. You guys are going to overcome any like things that seemed impossible in life. You will be able to just feel like safe and very much like you're going to be okay. Maybe some of you guys felt kind of vulnerable through your life, and I'm getting like that phase is coming to an end where you're going to feel very empowered. So take steps, whatever you can do to feel more empowered. Sometimes listening to certain types of music can make you feel safer or more powerful, just kind of get you in that vibe. Surrounding yourself with maybe certain imagery, like almost like imagery of dragons, I'm getting, could make you feel like you guys have some really powerful spiritual protection around you. So I'm getting the message also, the divine is encouraging you to call on more spiritual protection at times that you do feel a little uneasy. That might help you navigate through life a little bit better.